Free. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to your business? There is a perception that has been fostered by companies like Google and the big search engines and a whole lot of other people that information should be free. And most people will, if they're looking for information, they'll go onto the net. I do it myself every day. I spend a lot of time every day online. And if I want to find something out, I search for it and I find it. And 99% of the time, I don't have to pay for it. Free is the new form of currency. And unless you are giving free stuff to your clients, to your prospects, I'm talking about stuff in excess of your presentation at the doctor's surgery, or at the chiropractors, or at the osteopaths. Because that isn't where your audience is. You're relying on that doctor, that chiropractor, osteopath to refer people to you. And yes, it's a great model, but it will eventually get overdone. And they get pissed off with having you buy them morning tea and listening to you, espousing it, all the wonderful things you can do, because they had someone else in there last week and the week before and the week before that. So you need to be doing something different. So you're up against a perception in the marketplace that information should be free, including what you do. And I spoke to you in the last video about Stephen Brooks and Judy Reese and Steve G. Jones and all these other people. They're really over-delivering. Seriously, over-delivering on the amount of information they're giving away just to get someone to sit in front of them in a training that is valued at $3,000, $4,000. This is what you're up against. And the other thing is, I don't know if you can see what I've written here, but it says invisible. I would argue that most people in this country are, to all intents and purposes, pretty much invisible to the world. Which means that, yes, you might have a site that's at #1 or on the first page for NLP Wellington or NLP Christchurch, but you've got a very limited audience. And I do a lot with numbers. I mean, search engine optimization and crunching numbers is one of the things I do every day. And for NLP Wellington, for instance, I think there's about 4 searches a day. And even assuming you've got a 25% opt-in rate, that's one prospective client that you have to take through your sales and marketing process, odds are you're not going to make a lot out of it. So basically you need to go international. And as I said in the last video, there aren't any boundaries anymore because of the internet. I currently have clients in the United States, in Canada, in Norway, in Germany. I had some in Poland, I've finished with them, in France, in Spain, in Bahrain, in Dubai, in Thailand, in India, in China, in Japan. You get the idea. And it's because I'm using leverage. So there's actually a really good book. You can get it on audible.com, audible.com, which is a branch of Amazon, and it's actually called Free. I'd highly recommend that you read it or actually listen to it, because it's an audio book. And it's very interesting, because what it says is, in the 21st century, just to get your foot in the door with a new client, with a new prospect, you need to be over-delivering, because the bombardment of information. Have I spoken to you about how much information we've got facing us? Probably not. If we have, I'll tell you again. Google has got something like 4 trillion pages in its index. Phenomenal amount. There's probably something in the region of 80 trillion pages on the whole of the internet. There's all the TV channels, radio, billboards. You know, we're bombarded with adverts, and it makes people really, really